Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
Raiders jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Chargers came back to make it 14-10, and Jacobs from a yard out put Vegas on top. That strange end of the first half. 17-14, the Raiders. The winner is in, the loser is out. If they tie, they both go. And Pittsburgh's out. Welcome to Toyota halftime. I'm just giving the facts with Tony Dungy and Drew Brees.
Play to win the game.
Let's go. Well, let's get to the best of Week 18. We're going to have half the playoff field different from last year. Tennessee's going back, a division champ one more time. Lock down the 1 seed today, Tom.
Yes, A.J. Brown back. Derrick Henry will be back. Look out.
Indianapolis, all they had to do was go to Jacksonville, worst team in the league, and win, and they lost, Drew.
Yeah, and they got totally shut down today. They could not run the ball at all with Jonathan Taylor. Carson Wentz had some costly mistakes.
Jacksonville got the win, and they got the number 1 pick, by the way. Pittsburgh alive because of that Indianapolis loss, and maybe not midnight for Big Ben.
Yeah, overtime. They couldn't play for the tie. Mike had to go for it on 4th and 8. Ray McLeod.
And then Chris Boswell from 36 yards. And the Steelers will play Kansas City unless this game ends up tied. All right, so here's the deal in the AFC. If the score holds and the Raiders win, go down the column on the right. Steelers, Chiefs, Patriots, Bills for the 3rd time. Raiders, Bengals. If the Chargers come back and win, Steelers, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Patriots, and Bengals. It's the story in the AFC. To the NFC story, a lot to be decided. Carolina, Tampa, Drew, Tom Brady closes out strong.
Yeah, they started off slow, but really got things going in the second half when they needed to. Going to his main man, Mike Evans.
The defending champs of the 2 seed. This was really the game that spun so much. Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp late.
Yes, he puts his team in front, now leave it in the defense's hands. You think they're going to close it out, but Jimmy Garoppolo rallies them.
With a bad bump to Deebo Samuel. Big play to get in the red zone. No timeouts. They drive down the field. Couple of plays later, Juwan Jennings is so wide open here.
Yes, Deebo wide open, Jennings wide open. What happened to that Rams defense in the last drive?
Overtime, long field goal drive for the Niners. Stafford gets it back, tries to get to OBJ, throws the pick.
Underthrown ball. Beckham really never had a chance.
All right, so here's the deal in the NFC. Packers, who lost to the Lions, they're the 1 seed, had that locked down. Rams win the division, will play the Cardinals. A trilogy there. They split in the regular season. Niners and Cowboys, legendary in the 90s. We'll see him in 2021 season playoffs. And the Eagles and the Bucks go back to a Thursday night, Week 6. Tampa Bay defeated Philly 28-22. Of those matchups, what's jumping out to you?
Well, Eagles and the Bucks have had some big-time playoff games. As a matter of fact, I got fired after the Eagles-Bucks playoff game. But this Philadelphia team, they lost earlier to Tampa, but it's a different team. Jalen Hurts, they're playing with a lot more confidence now.
Yeah, and speaking of teams who can run the ball, 49ers going to Dallas. Yep. Keep in mind what happened 2 weeks ago when Arizona went there and decided to run the football and did it very successfully against Dallas and beat them. The 49ers are rolling right now, getting healthy at the right time.
Obviously, Indianapolis is the big loser. One of the big losers, the Rams. They go from a 2 seed down to a 4, and they're going to have to play the Cardinals in a game. Those 2 teams know each other so well. Do you trust anybody in the AFC to get on a big run here?
Well, no, I mean, it's up for anybody, but I'd say I'm really interested to see how Cincinnati goes into the playoffs here. They are such a big play team. I've been so impressed with their ability to just attack when they were called out in these last 2 weeks. So I'm on the Bengals train right now.
Yeah, we don't know how this game is going to turn out, but I'd love to see that matchup of Cincinnati against New England and see Bill Belichick against Joe Burrow.
That could be a possibility, but still a second half ahead. But first, we're always stronger together with the full line of Toyota trucks.
It's the one and only Big Snoop D-O-double-G, joined by my right-hand man, Blake Shelton, for Week 18.
Hey, Snoop and I are going to be calling all the highlights and sending folks to his doghouse on Sunday Night Football Final.
Yes, sir, and it's streaming exclusively on Peacock.
Sounds exclusive, but you're all invited.
So come on in.
I love it. Snoop came to visit, and he's staying the whole year. He's here the whole year. So Snoop and Blake coming up post-game. Catherine Tappan, Chris Sims, Jack Collinsworth, and Rodney Harrison in Vegas as well. All the post-game reaction, the first look at the AFC playoff bracket. 25 days until the Winter Olympics earlier today in Nashville. Nathan Chen, for the 6th time, national champion at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Favorite to win the gold in the men's figure skating competition in Beijing. Finished 5th in 2018 in Pyeongchang. when you get the chance. The Winter Olympics begin February 3rd on NBC and Peacock. And tomorrow on Today, conversation with the entire U.S. Olympic figure skating team. Second half is coming up. Austin Eckler has 2 scores. His Chargers get the ball. Back to Al, Chris, and Michelle for the second half. The final half of the regular season. After this.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.